In today's video, we're going to take a look at how Henry Leverett became the first ever Madden millionaire by dominating on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to talk about the best defensive play in Madden 24 that all the pros are running. We saw Henry utilize it to its full potential to take down the $1 million, this $250,000 first place prize. I had the privilege and the honor of being the color commentator for this event live in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay in front of a packed audience. It was an awesome experience. But in today's video, we're going to talk about exactly the adjustments, how Henry ran this defense to perfection out of the dollar formation. We're going to break it all down and show you guys how he became the first ever Madden millionaire in the history of competitive Madden. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys check out my ebooks and my coaching sessions. You can find the link payhip.com/tdavisbrand. You can also find that down in the link in the description below. We have a West Coast offensive ebook so far, as well as a multiple playbook defensive ebook. Both these ebooks will help you take your game to the next level. And my coaching sessions as well. We have 30-minute and 60-minute coaching sessions. If you guys want to improve your game and go over anything you want when it comes to Madden. Also, check out the MaddenAcademy.com. Some of the best fundamental tips you can find in the Madden community. Use code TDavis25 for $25 off any of your memberships. You can find that link in the description below as well. And any of my fantasy football friends out there, it is football season, so make sure you guys check out ShipItNation.com, the best place for fantasy football, daily fantasy content. They have a 6-month pass, they have a monthly pass, they have a 12-month pass, an annual subscription. They have all types of different memberships over at ShipItNation.com. My guys, Mike Petta, Hoop2410, and my guy, Toe Tag and Tambo, they are two of the best in the world running the site over there, so super pumped to partner with them. They have projections, they have content. Hoop recently won the $1 million tournament last year, so check them out at ShipItNation.com as well. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the defense that Henry used to be the first ever Madden millionaire. Obviously, winning this tournament, he guaranteed himself $250,000. It was awesome to be there in person at Mandalay Bay to call this game, to check it out in person. Henry's just on a different level, man. He's so locked in right now. It's insane. No, obviously, a couple things here. When it comes to Henry, his adjustments are next level, right? So it's not always about the base defense, which we'll talk about in this video, the defense you want to start with. But if you watch Henry and you break him down, his adjustments that he's doing to his opponent are just next level, right? So what he'll do is, and we saw throughout the tournament, obviously in this game against Wesley, he ran primarily dollar, the free safety zone blitz here, which we're going to talk about, but throughout the tournament, he would mix in some other dollar stuff, right? He would mix in spinner, DB fire. He also would switch his defenses completely. I believe it was against, I want to say TJ. I can't remember exactly. I believe he went to 3-3-5 odd. Like, he will mix up his defenses based on what he's seeing. It was a previous game where I think Kobo, ran a defense against someone, and it really slowed that person down. So he started to run Kobo's defense, right? Him and Kobo being good buddies. He ran Kobo's defense. That helped him. So he's going to find an edge no matter what he does. That's what it's about when you're a competitor. And when you're at the highest level like Henry, he's going to run the defense that gives him the best chance to win. And we talked about those adjustments. He's played so many games, has so many reps in big games where he knows the adjustments he needs to make, right? If he needs to man this receiver up here on the left side, or if he needs to put a outside third on this side, or he needs to put, maybe a double Mabel on one side with a cloud and a purple, 5 and 25. He will make all these adjustments. He will switch up his user. Obviously, this year we've seen a lot more defensive line users with that lurk artist ability. So he will switch it up regardless. But I just wanted to break down in this video what he did in that championship game against Wesley. So here we go. We are in the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. You can find, obviously, dollar in a million different playbooks in the game. The $3-2, similar in every playbook that has dollar, you'll be able to find this free safety zone blitz play. Now, personnel-wise, obviously, if you're playing MUT, you want to get a bunch of, deep zone KOs out there. Secondary, I would recommend getting some lurk artists on your defensive ends if you can. And then at the linebacker position, probably want your best guy you want to lurk with at this spot. You're really going to lurk with this linebacker here on the right, or one of the DNs occasionally with that lurk artist. Right here, this position is important, that linebacker to the left side there. You want one of your fastest linebackers that has good, pursuit, maybe good block shed, good acceleration, because he's going to be the guy that's looping in this defense. Your slot guys, if you can get some speed there, that only helps this as well. So let's take a look at it. We're going to go into the dollar. We're going to go free safety zone blitz. Now, we'll run this, of course, versus a little bunch because that's what we know most players can bring this year. Now, to set this up, what you're going to need to do is you see how that safety comes down. You don't want that safety blitzing. We're going to completely get rid of that free safety that comes down blitzing. We don't want that. We're not going to utilize that. It's just this play call has that looping linebacker here that is so good. If I can get to him, Edwards, it is so good. So what you want to do is we're going to go ahead and press. We're going to pinch our D line. To do that, you press to the left on the D-pad, down the left stick, right? So it's going to look like just like this. Then you always want to back off this corner here because because a lot of times when you don't back this corner off, they'll ID this DB and it'll kind of counteract this blitz. So you do want to back him off a little bit in case they do ID that if they know how to defend this. You can manually back him off, or you can press Y and then individual, which is A on Xbox, obviously X on PlayStation. And then you want to pick the receiver over there, which would be RB in this case, the slot receiver, and then back off with the right stick, and he'll back off there if you don't do it manually. Obviously, here I did it manually. What I like to do on the left side here is create a little double Mabel. So I'll have this cloud. I usually have my zone drops at 5 and 25. So I'll have 5 for the clouds and 25 for my curl flats. And obviously here this guy's in a curl flat, curl flats at 5, clouds or regular clouds at 25. Jesus, I'm messing this up. All right, let me try this one more time. Flats at 25, curl flats at 5. Okay, flats at 25, curl flats at 5. So this is a curl flat. It's going to be playing 5-yard depth. This is going to be, we're going to put him in a cloud flat. He's going to play at 25-yard depth. Now, I do like to back him off a little bit sometimes if I can. Just give myself more room. Really does a good job versus corner routes or deep crossers or deep posts, things to the sidelines like that at 25 yards, right? So we got him playing back there deep. We have this who's going to defend, some drag, some underneath stuff. We can also occasionally blitz this guy, which we'll get to in a second. And then this safety up top here, I like to put him in a deep half. Now, you can do whatever you want. You don't necessarily have to do the deep half. I like to do it here to create that double Mabel here on this left side. We drop back that corner, so he plays a little bit deeper there. Now we have a double Mabel here on the left side. It's going to completely bag the sidelines here at 5 and 25 yards. We got the deep half there. This safety, if I do have time, I like to move him down just a little bit here. He kind of roams that middle area, which we really like. Then we have a 5-yard flat here, and we have this pressed deep zone, which we really like too. We can also put him on a outside third if we want. We can keep him in his deep half. We can put him in an outside quarter. You can do whatever you want here. Sometimes I like to put him on outside third pressed. Does a pretty good job there. And then, of course, this is the guy we're going to want to lurk with right here. This is the guy. If we do have lurk artist on the end, sometimes I will lurk on this guy. If I have that lurk artist ability, just creates, an extra guy in coverage, basically. I'll kind of jump him off the line if I do have that lurk artist ability. But if not, I will lurk with this linebacker. I like to fake blitz him right here in the A-gap, just like this. And I like to pass commit most of the time. Obviously, if it's a rundown, I don't pass commit. You only want to pass commit on 3rd and long, 4th and long type situations, 2nd and long sometimes. Because if they do run, when you pass commit, you will get pancake block and you will give up big gains in the run game. So be careful of that. But in passing situations, I definitely do like to pass commit. So now, it's not going to be super consistent. I'll show you guys a way to make it really consistent. But most of the time, this looping linebacker, Edwards, is going to come through that A-gap on the left side and get some good pressure on the quarterback. So let's go ahead and run a few times here. Let's see if we can get him coming through. You see it right there. Perfect. First time through that looping linebacker. Now in mud, you can get some absolute studs there. You can get the out of position Gronk at that spot. You can get, I don't even know. I mean, you can put whoever you want there. Micah Parsons. You could put a safety there, Sean Taylor. You could do whatever you want at that position. But you see here, this defense is so insane because we're only rushing 4 guys, potentially only rushing 3 guys, and we're able to get that looping linebacker to come through. Just absolutely amazing. Comes through right at the quarterback clean for a nice sack there. And that, when you have a defense, we're only rushing 3 or 4 guys, and you get that free A-gap, that allows you to play such good coverage and make so many adjustments. You see here, everything's pretty much covered here on the left side. We got our curl flat who's going to come down at 5 yards. I don't think I even set the zone drops, but I would have him at 5 yards. Then obviously him at 30 yards back there at 25. We got that left side covered. We got our user here as well as the zone drop there, which should be at 5. I didn't set it. He's playing about 20 yards there. But he would be down here a little bit more as well. You got our safety over the top, anything we need to worry about. And then, of course, our user, we like to bait, low to high. So we guard the drag, then we maybe come back and guard this over the middle. So the middle is our responsibility, right? Let me go ahead and just set my coaching adjustments here with the zone drops real quick just to show you guys. I do like to do auto flip off, base align. for the auto alignment. And then we're going to go 5 here on curl flats, 25 there on flats. Let's come out in the free safety zone blitz once again. Remember, press, shift our D line, deep zone here. Remember to move our slot DB back just like that. I like to also back off my outside left corner just like that. I'll move these guys down and drop if I have some time there. And then, of course, we come over here. We want a fake blitz, and we want to user right here. If they let me show it, there we go. That's what it's going to look like. So now we have both the right side and the left side completely bagged. And then we user this middle of the field here. Let's see if we can get that loop coming through. This time it got picked up. So sometimes it's a little inconsistent, but you do get good block sheds out of this. So you do, and like I said, I don't have the best linebacker in that spot. Now, what you can also do here to get a little extra pressure, as we set it up here, is go ahead and blitz that left slot DB, just like that. So it'll be Y, Y, down the right stick. If you're on PlayStation, it'll be triangle, triangle down the right stick. So now it looks like this. So obviously, you know, we're sending extra guys. We want to be a little bit more careful. Maybe we kind of cheat our user over to the left side, right? Maybe we keep him here. We put him in a, a hard flat here. So now we have the double Mabel to the right. We can maybe lurk with either this D end or this D end if we want to on that left side. We still have that double Mabel kind of look. Just depends on what you want to do. I like to a lot of times send an extra blitzer like Henry does as well. He will mix in the pressure as well. If you guys watched the live stream game of him versus Wesley, or if you watch it on YouTube, you'll see the same thing here. So let's go ahead and run it a few times now. And this time we get that A gap. So that allows you to get it super, super consistent to come through that A gap and really get some pressure. Let's go ahead and do it one last time here. Let's set it up. And it's pretty easy to set up. Once you get it down, I mean, you can really set this up well. Go ahead, it looks just like this. Let's go ahead and fake. Let's go ahead and blitz our user. Just like that. Beautiful. All set up. We're blitzing a little extra heavy. And like I said, you can mix in spinner with this. You can mix in DB fire. You can set up the same way to make it look the same. Getting that pressure off that left side. And this time we get almost both guys coming free, but he comes right through that A-gap for an easy sack. So you see how effective this defense is. This is why Henry was the first ever Madden millionaire. This defense was phenomenal all throughout the Madden season, especially later on in the season. And we're still seeing guys run it right now. I mean, you see everyone out there pretty much running this dollar free safety zone blitz. It is that effective, and you can make so many good adjustments out of it. And like I said, you can mix in DB fire, you can mix in spinner, cover 3 cloud, cover 2 man. Dollar is just so good against the pass in this game. You can really mix it up and give your opponent trouble. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit this video with a like. Any questions, of course, let me know in the comments. Check out the coaching, check out the ebooks, down links in the description below. We'll be back for plenty more Madden 24 tips here on the channel. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my exclusive content here on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links in the description below if you want more cool stuff from your boy.